Welcome back to Movie Momentum. Today we'll be going over a recap of all the Saw movies. Yes, all 9 of them. So you're all caught up for the premiere of the 10th edition on 29th of September. So sit back, dim the lights, and get ready to be scared for your life. Saw 1. The series kicks off with 2 men waking up chained in a bathroom with a cassette tape. The tape tells them they must complete 2 tasks to survive: kill each other and find a key. If they fail, they'll die. The men are forced to make difficult choices and confront their own mortality. In the end, one of them survives, but both are traumatized by the experience. Saw 2. The first film ended with Adam lying dead on the floor and Dr. Gordon traumatized by the experience. Saw 2 picks up where the first film left off, with Gordon being taken to the hospital. However, Gordon is not alone. He's joined by a group of other people who've been abducted by Jigsaw. The group is locked in a house with a deadly nerve gas that will kill them in 2 hours if they cannot find the antidote. Saw 3. In Saw 3, Dr. Len Denlin must keep Jigsaw alive long enough for Jeff Denlin to complete his own task or die herself. Jeff is also kidnapped and forced to play a game. The 2 games are intertwined, and Len must complete a series of tasks in order to keep Jigsaw alive and find out the key to Jeff's trap. In the end, Jeff is able to escape, but Len is killed. Jigsaw also dies, but not before he reveals that he has another game planned. Saw 4. Saw 4 begins with the execution of Rig Lyric Bent, a police detective who's investigating Jigsaw's crimes. Rig's death is broadcast live on television, and it sends shockwaves through the city. The police department is determined to catch Jigsaw and bring him to justice. Detective Matthews is also on the hunt for Jigsaw. In the end, one of the FBI agents is killed, but the other is able to escape. Saw 5. Saw 5 begins with Perez being interviewed by Detective Hoffman, Costas Mandylor. Detective Perez is trying to figure out what Hoffman, Jigsaw's apprentice, is up to. She suspects that he's involved in Jigsaw's games, but doesn't have any proof. Meanwhile, Hoffman has kidnapped 5 people and trapped them in a series of deadly traps. In the end, Perez is able to expose Hoffman as Jigsaw's apprentice, but he escapes. Saw 6. In Saw 6, Hoffman kidnaps 2 insurance executives and traps them in a room with a device on their heads that will impale them with metal spikes if they don't follow his instructions. Hoffman tells them they must complete a series of deadly traps in order to save themselves and their employees. Detective Hunt is investigating Hoffman's connection to Jigsaw and trying to find the insurance executives before they're too late. In the end, Easton and Bosch are able to complete the traps and save themselves and their employees. However, Hoffman escapes and vows to continue Jigsaw's work. Saw 7. In Saw 7, Hoffman targets a self-help guru named Bobby Dagan and traps him in a series of deadly traps. Dagan must complete the traps in order to save his wife, Jill Tuck. Meanwhile, Detective Hunt is tracking Hoffman down and determined to bring him to justice. In the end, Hunt is able to catch Hoffman, but Hoffman escapes again and vows to continue Jigsaw's work. Fun fact, Saw 7 was originally marketed as the final installment in the Saw franchise, but the success of the film led to the production of Jigsaw 2017 and Spiral from the Book of Saw 2021. Saw 8. 10 years after the events of Saw 7, a new series of murders bearing all the markings of the Jigsaw killer occur. 5 people are kidnapped and trapped in a barn where they're forced to play a series of deadly games. Detective Halloran investigates the new murders and tries to figure out if Hoffman is behind them or if there's a new Jigsaw killer on the loose. It's eventually revealed that the new Jigsaw killer is Eleanor Bonneville, the ex-wife of John Kramer, the original Jigsaw killer. Saw 9. Sometime after the events of Saw 8, a new series of murders bearing all the markings of the Jigsaw killer occur. Detective Ezekiel Zeke Banks is assigned to investigate the new murders. Zeke soon finds himself trapped in a deadly game, and he must race against time to save himself and his colleagues. It's eventually revealed that the new Jigsaw killer is William Shank, a fellow detective who's seeking revenge for his father's death. Now here's what we know about the 10th edition. Saw X takes place before the events of the original Saw film and follows John Kramer, the original Jigsaw killer, as he begins his journey to become a serial killer. The film will explore Kramer's backstory and motivations, and it'll show how he came to create his deadly traps. I hope you're all caught up after this video. If you'd like to keep updated on every new release, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.